Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Mustard Seed. I'm Andrew.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Josh.
Join us on our journey.
It's Wednesday morning. You know what that means. It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
Next week.
right.
Actually, this weekend. Christmas. Boom.
Nice.
I like
that.
that.
was new.
Here, hit it again. Ready? Some pixie dust on Santa.
There you go.
I got my dad joke. How do you wash your hands during the holidays?
With soap.
With sanitizer.
Wait.
Nice. We got it.
So we're getting Christmas this weekend.
Crazy.
Crazy how fast time went. We're in our lovely holiday sweaters.
Yes. Time to get
I
festive.
got a nice little sloth and
The Wet
the
Bandits.
Wet Bandits.
This is my favorite Christmas movie.
Oh,
Home
nice.
Alone. The
Nice.
original one.
There you go.
I love Home Alone.
Yeah.
I think it's so
Great.
funny.
Speaking of Christmas movies, remember that one movie? It was like one of the first. All right, I got two Christmas movies that are like back in the day. The Santa versus the Snowman.
Yes. The
That
cartoon one.
Yes. That one was always like in my house, like one of our favorites. I don't know why. It was like so badly
Santa
like
versus the Snowman?
yeah.
Literally, I've never
one's-
seen it. Was just something that your dad always would put on.
Yeah.
I remember that as
And
I've never seen it
me,
outside of
me,
your
Lauren,
house.
and Jonathan always loved it, and it's not good, but it's
It's such
just
a silly
it's
yes.
bad but good.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's poorly like animated before like Pixar took over and did things. So like it was like the first time you saw something like that where you're like, wow, this is amazing. It's like seeing like the 2005 graphics from MLB The Show until now. It's like, whoa.
Yes. It looked like someone made it on their computer.
Yeah, probably did. But
yeah.
that was pretty good. It was all about the snowman wanted his flute and he wanted it now. So he broke into the toy shop and then Santa's like, no, you're bad. So then he built all these snowmen to take over, and then they fought the elves and with snowball fights. And they was like, "Flippers down! We need hot cocoa!"
What is this?
And then he delivered the presents.
Yes.
And he gave all ice presents, and the little girl tried to kiss the
Yes,
doll, and
she
it broke. Spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. What a silly. That's so funny. You just like brought all of
yeah.
it back to me. That's so funny.
What is
Check it out,
what's
Santa
the
versus
name?
the Snowman.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Santa versus the Snowman?
Yeah. It's
Oh
just
my
like this
goodness.
old animation
Yeah.
movie TV show. I don't even know. It's like a short.
Yeah.
What a classic. I just remember your dad always putting that on.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it anywhere else.
And then there was this other one that I used to love. It was like the toys would come. Wasn't Toys. Obviously, it wasn't Toy Story. It was before Toy Story, and it was like live action, and the toys would come alive. And like if the parents like saw them or someone saw the toys somewhere else, then they would freeze and they wouldn't come alive when the parents. I don't know.
This was a
remember what
Christmas movie?
Yeah,
You said it was Disney?
I don't know if it was Disney. It might be.
Is
I
it
think
the-
Kermit the
the-
Frog comes down the chimney and tells a
in-
story.
The Toyland one?
Something
is it
like
the
that.
Babes in Toyland or something?
No,
like
it wasn't that.
Wasn't that-
I don't know.
I'm lost on this one.
Babes.
It was a good. It was one of. I think that's how Toy Story got their idea for it, and it was also like they got this. This one favorite toy was like a cat, a stuffed cat, and then got another toy for Christmas that didn't understand it was a toy, so it was like the same kind of premise.
Yeah, it's exactly. I was gonna say it sounds like Toy Story.
But good. Also, one more good Christmas movie. I don't know if you ever seen The Star with it's anime type thing, and it's all about the donkey and how he needs to get Mary to where she's got to go.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
It has like a stacked cast too, right?
Yeah,
Isn't it like
yeah.
it's like Oprah. And
Yeah, it
like
was a
all these
very-
people.
yes.
Yeah.
and Key and Peele were like one of the pigeons or something.
Wow.
That's so funny. Oh wow.
I think
Yeah,
I've-
that was
I've
a
heard of it.
Yeah, it
I
was a
haven't
good
seen
one.
it.
You know
Oh,
which
yeah.
one I always like is the Disney show where they're like all the Disney characters are at like Mickey's Christmas show, and then they all get snowed in.
Oh yeah.
And then they like just run like random clips of things.
Nice.
That's a memory.
I have to say, I love that Once Upon a Christmas, the Mickey one.
Yeah, and
Like, they have the three like shorts in the
Yes.
whole video. And I
Oh,
love
Mickey like trades in his harmonica and the watch. And
I've been showing that to the kids, and it's like so sweet. Like that's so good.
Yeah.
Like, I-
Right?
We used to watch
OG
that in
Disney,
Grandma's
man. That's
basement too. Grandma had that VHS too.
Yes, that's why I'm
Yes,
thinking
yeah.
of all of these.
I'm really big on like the really old kind of classic ones, like the the original Little Drummer Boy and like the Santa Claus is Coming to Town, like those ones, like the clay animation ones.
Yeah.
Because my parents love those, like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yep.
So like that was always in the list, but like nowadays they did not age well.
No.
Just watching them now, like it's this there's so many moments that are just so laughably bad. But
And it's almost like harder to follow now because it's like
Yeah.
we're so used to like good animation.
yeah,
It's like-
exactly. You get these like awful claymation. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the Santa coming to town one, right? Is that where the guy has to learn to walk after?
Yeah. Mickey Rooney did it, and yeah, there's this line that I quote all the time, and it's like it shows like the progression of as he grows up, right? So it's like a quick montage of him at different ages. And then at the very end of the scene, he's like, the narrator's like, and then one day Chris became a man. And then literally the next line is, I'm a man now, Tanta.
That's it.
It's just like this really funny thing. So I see that all the time. I'm like, I'm a man now, Tanta. So I say that around the house.
Hey, that's how it goes. We were talking about last episode how fast our kids are growing. That's how fast it goes. It feels like, right?
It does.
Our kids are gonna be like, I'm a man now.
Don't do that.
And then Chris became a man.
Yeah.
I'm a man now, Tanta.
Logan's gonna say that to me and be like, who is Tanta?
What are some of the newer Christmas movies now? That are there any new ones that you guys feel like
there
are
was
good?
one on Disney Plus, Mickey Saves Christmas.
That's a new Mickey
it was,
one?
It was pretty good. It came out this year. And it's the old Mickey, not that new weird Mickey. So it was pretty good.
Have you guys seen the new Santa Claus?
Oh yes, me and Jess watched that.
No, I haven't seen it. Nope.
We didn't watch it yet. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we
Pretty
watched
good.
it yet.
It's
I'm
like
trying to remember.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
If I watched it and I don't remember, that's pretty bad.
I'm just so big on I'm like a purist when it comes to Christmas movies. Like I don't want to try anything new. Like I just want to stick to
the ones that make you happy.
One of my
we love.
favorites is Christmas Vacation.
Oh yeah,
I love
yeah.
Christmas
It's a
Vacation.
good one.
That's a good one.
I love like White Christmas,
Yes.
like Holiday Inn, like those ones, like the really old ones with Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
I love those ones.
I just watched a Frank Sinatra Bing Crosby Christmas video the other day. It just made me happy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a big
Nice.
fan of Bing Crosby. and
Yeah.
White Christmas is a good
Yeah,
one.
and if you want a good Christmas album to listen to, Josh and Claire and Josh, check
That's
that
right.
out.
For His Glory.
Yeah.
ClaireandJoshmusic.com.
Check it
Blast it during your Christmas dinner.
out. That's right.
Yeah.
Great dinner music.
Yep.
Love it.
The,
Cool.
the nativity is great. I'm sure everyone has one in their house or in front of their house, and just like the magic of it, just like how not even the wise men being able to find them, but just like how they were able to, out of the goodness of the guy's heart, to get into the manger and use like a feeding what do they call it, trough? Like what is it called? Trough to build into a crib, which like if you look at the manger scenes, it just looks like a straight crib. You can't even tell that it is that. And it's just beautiful. And just to think about like how just all that happened and the angels coming and just God's son being born and the purity of it all is just such a blessing, and just the reason for the season, keep Christ in Christmas. And I just love it. And that's one thing like a lot of people don't put forward in the holidays, you know?
It's easy to forget about for
Yeah.
sure, especially how Christmas is just portrayed now. For sure.
Yeah, one thing my mom does is she does Happy Birthday Jesus every year, and I love that because then a lot of the kids like realize more that it's not just about Santa. Like Santa is like a fun part of the holiday just to celebrate, to get the children involved, and it's more about Jesus and the birth of Jesus, and that we decide to celebrate in December of the birth of Jesus. And like I said, we all have these nativity scenes probably in our house, and it's always just funny too. Like just Joseph, just why is he chilling with his staff, just standing over Mary? You know.
I've been reflecting more on Joseph lately. Maybe just because now, like as a father, but I think about him through that whole process and how that had to have been just like we've talked about it on different episodes, like the surrender. Joseph is the ultimate surrender to just God's will, and to think about how he had to journey, right? The donkey took Mary there, but Joseph was walking along the way there. How do you think he felt when he's standing there and he's like, this is God's son, right? The birth of Jesus Christ, and we're in a stable. Like, I feel anxiety sometimes thinking about how am I going to provide for my family? Like, how do you think he felt saying, I need to provide for the Son of God? But it was just this constant trust and surrender that he had through that whole process.
And honestly, too, just the beauty of like how he didn't cast out Mary, didn't cast out Jesus. Like a lesser man would have if he didn't, would have listened to the angels, wouldn't have listened to anyone. Just like, what? You're pregnant? Like you betrayed me, you betrayed this? No, he realized the moment, he understood, he listened to the angels, and he provided in a way where he like wouldn't give up, and he's going door to door to find a place so that Mary can give birth. And he finally gets in. Every place is full because everyone was traveling. Everyone had to go back to their home state, home whatever.
Yeah, what a wild time.
Yeah, just imagine that. Just like we've talked about it last year, just the stress of that. Like how, like you were kind of saying, like how would you handle that? Just like going door to no. Listen, she's pregnant. We gotta have this baby.
Do you think he told them, hey, the Son of God is coming any
yeah,
second?
We've been throwing that guilt out. God? Well, I got a son in there. And you need to
yeah.
Just like the calmness of Joseph, like you can reflect on that, of just like the calmness and like how he was able to take the situation that he was dealt and was able to help raise Jesus and give Jesus even more skills that he could use throughout his ministry. It's beautiful.
Really is. Yeah, Joseph's been a big... I was thinking about that the other day too. It's actually funny you brought that up. Like that moment in time where like Joseph had an understanding through this whole process of like what his role was. And that had to be a difficult moment to kind of get to that point where it was like Jesus's ministry, like his whole mission was about to begin. And Joseph knew that like it was his time to step away, and like allowing Jesus to really go and do that would mean that Joseph wasn't around through that whole process. So, but everything that he did up to that moment, right? And who Jesus was and is as a man on earth, like is because of Joseph. I think that's remarkable. I think that's something that for us as men and as fathers, like we can really benefit from just learning from his example. And like today, like with Christmas right here, like this is a great time too to even reflect on Joseph and how he was such an integral part in this whole nativity scene and this whole process as well. Just for us as fathers, I think that's great to kind of like find some strength in, and kind of like remember that today, like during our Christmas as we celebrate such an awesome day. I do love how joyous, and it's just like a fun, like Easter is very joyful too, but there's just something about Christmas that's just like, it's warm, it's fun, it's just very
and it feels like it's everybody, like everybody feels it, whether you believe it or not. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a time of everyone's kind of joyful.
It's like like you've said before, Josh. Like we truly believe that Jesus is written on everyone's hearts, right? And regardless of where you stand, like when we're celebrating Christmas, there is like a bit of an understanding. Like people, there is that like, wow, like this is something that's important for us as our world.
People,
Yeah. It's great. It's always good to reflect on these things and to be reminded, right? Like, because it's so easy to get sucked up in Christmas and the whole secular world of Christmas versus what it's really about and how it can be so meaningful for us.
All the wrong things where you're worrying more about like oh, do I have enough gifts for this one person? Where I think I said it last episode, where it's like, just embrace yourself and your family, and just
Yeah.
enjoy people, enjoy life, enjoy the word of God, what you're hearing at mass, enjoy this, keep Christ in Christmas. That is the major thing that we need to do as you go forward into the weekend, going into Christmas Eve, going into Christmas. And Christmas Eve is always a special time too. It always just like these 2 days coming up just always feel more special, and like the church is on point. It always looks beautiful. You get the story of the gospel, the gospel, and just it's always special. And like kids are always glowing because they're waiting for jolly old Saint Nick and his sleigh to come on by, and that's just the bonus, but the main attraction is always Jesus. And
Definitely.
going through with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's such a beautiful time. I this is why like Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I will always feel that way. I think because it's just such a beautiful time. But, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
So
18 minutes right now.
Cool. You guys want to wrap it up in a way?
yeah, sure.
What real quick though, like what are your guys now that with the chilling? How is your Christmas mornings look like? Like what are you shaping out? Is Logan waking up wide awake, ready to go to open gifts? Like are
Logan,
all the kids excited?
So
like,
the main thing, I think we're gonna have to probably keep him in our room. He's probably gonna have to sleep in our bed because I can see him like running out there and just because he wakes up at 5 in the morning. So it's like we're gonna be done with all the presents by like 6.
Oh
so
no!
It's like,
and with the
we're
excitement,
have
he's
to,
gonna
like,
be up.
really like, because like last year he was in the crib, so he couldn't
Just run
unleash,
out
yeah.
and go. Yeah.
So now it's like, oh. And let me tell you, I'm moving around because I'm sore because he's coming into my bed kicking me like crazy.
You're getting beat up.
Yeah, I'm getting beat up left and right.
There you go.
Is this the
yeah.
first? No, this isn't the first Christmas in this house, right? For you, Josh?
No, yeah, this will be the
Last-
second one.
yeah,
we did
okay.
that last year too. But yeah. So Eli, last year he really got into it, and so this year he's super excited. Actually, when we put up our Christmas tree, he was like so excited. I mean, he was the cutest thing. He like
That's
helped
awesome.
us, decorate and all that. And he thought that that meant that the next day was Christmas. So he like woke up and was like, "Why are there no presents?" I'm like, "Oh no, it's like so much longer."
Like tomorrow's
whole
Halloween.
Yeah, it's September. I don't know. No, but yeah, this year. So obviously he'll be super stoked about it. And then the twins, I don't think they quite get it yet, but I'm sure by next year they'll understand, and they will love the presents.
They'll probably feed off of
Yeah.
Eli's
Yeah,
excitement too.
once they're they see it all, they'll know. But I don't think they like put together that like the Christmas tree means that
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun as a parent. Like it's a blast to see the joy that your kids have. And
Yeah, that is cool. I just remember last year, like trying to, like Elliot was just a blob still. Like he was only like 4 months old at that point, so there wasn't too much going on. But we were excited for him. This year he loves the tree because of the lights. I think he got all excited at my parents' house because their tree was up when he saw it for the first time, and he was like, "Whoa, they have a tree too!" Like it was just so that's fun. That's just such a memory for me as a kid, like waiting at the top of the stairs to because my parents would always make us wait before we'd all come down together. I just remember like that anticipation. It was always cool.
yeah, my parents were like rough about everything. Like we couldn't. Yeah, so they would give us a sign to come down, and then we had to eat breakfast first.
Oh,
So we would eat breakfast, and then it was never a free for all. We would like wait a little bit. They would have to finish drinking their coffee because like they just loved that. We were just like and so it would be like one gift at a time. We would go, everybody would get one, and
we were like that too. We did one gift at a time.
Yeah,
Everyone
same.
would sit.
One gift at a time.
We
But
didn't eat breakfast first.
no, we did.
Oh, you
I
did
think
too?
we had breakfast. Like it was cinnamon buns, and we would make the cinnamon buns, and then we would open our stockings. That was a free for all.
Yes,
Like
free
everyone would
stockings
open their
first.
stockings free for all. Then you would go into where the tree is, and then just open one by one.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do it.
nice. Yeah. And then by the time we got into high school, my parents wanted to do it in the evenings.
Oh no!
So like the morning of, we would like go to do family stuff and all that. And so they wanted to wait until the evenings, just like kind of build up that anticipation. and then kind of make the day last a little bit longer. But I mean, I actually like doing it. Like it was nice to do. It was a little hard to wait that long, but
Yeah.
it was nice, you know.
When do you guys go to mass? I loved when we would go to midnight mass. Midnight mass, I don't think is in the cards that much these days. But are you guys just,
Christmas Eve?
yeah,
I don't
we're
know,
Christmas
4?
Eve at 4. Yeah,
Actually, I gotta see the schedule. You know, you never
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I think
Sometimes there's a 3. So.
I think every year is different for us
Yeah.
because we'll be playing at different places and doing different things. But
It's true.
so I think this year we're playing at like the 5:30 on Christmas Eve at Christ the King, and then I don't know if that counts as a vigil or not, but I'm assuming it does.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been on Christmas Eve pretty consistently. We did midnight for a stretch. I always liked midnight mass.
Yeah, when I first converted, I would do that. Like the first couple of years after, I did like the Easter vigil and then the Christmas Eve vigil and like the late midnight masses. I love them. Yeah,
That's cool.
really special.
Fun time of year.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Let's do our what do you?
Oh, we got a draft,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
We got a
Christmas draft.
Christmas draft. Like in what way? What's our?
Same way we did fall.
Okay,
So just like your favorite things of the holiday.
Okay.
So Josh, me, then you, and you
Oh,
get
man.
2, and then me, and then Josh.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna just say. Can I just say like Christmas movies, or is that too broad?
Well, that's fine.
Is that okay?
We'll give you that.
Watching Christmas movies.
Christmas movies. That's a good one.
Christmas movie.
All right, you go, Andrew. I gotta think a little bit here.
I gotta take. I love the stockings being up and seeing our names on the stockings. Brings joy to me. We just got Elijah's stocking, and I put it up. It just seeing like Dad, Mom, Logan,
Oh, yeah.
Elijah
That
just
is
makes
cool.
me feel happy.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's neat. That kind of made me feel a little bit like, because I realized that too the other day. I was like looking at our
Yeah.
stockings. It's like,
I
wow,
love
like
to do that. Yeah.
now there's a family here.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us. It's crazy. That's a good one, stockings. I love the Christmas lights on the Christmas tree. When like the room, I love turning the lights off and the only lights are the Christmas tree. That's my favorite. So it's one on the background. I do enjoy the Christmas lights, outside the Christmas lights. I love driving and seeing everyone's Christmas lights. I think it's so cool to like see all the different things and like what people do. We would do that like a little bit when we were younger, like just drive around to just like see the different lights. I
we're
remember
gonna
like the
do that.
blocks we'd go to.
Yeah,
like,
we would do that too. Yeah.
And then you drive by and you see a dark house. You go, Jew.
Whoa.
Because it's dark.
That's right.
Did they say that about my house? I wonder.
Like, what the heck? Josh, you got the Christmas lights on in here though.
I do.
Yeah,
I know, yeah.
We got the Christmas vibes.
Yeah. Well,
Do you think that like the houses coordinate with each other to be? Because I just remember there was this one block that we would go to, and the block was just crazy. Everyone all had.
Some people compete with each other.
Well, like the HOAs and stuff. Like some communities will have like the competitions and like
And then
award
build
and prizes and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the gathering of family.
Nice.
Nice.
That's very good.
All right, I'm gonna say. I guess I'll just take like the obvious things. The gifts,
The gifts.
and then I guess I'll say like Christmas Eve mass, like going to mass. Christmas
Nice.
Eve.
So my last one, I'm gonna take like the excitement, like seeing our kids, like how excited they are to just like how, like I'm sure we all remember the feeling just to open those presents or like, oh my gosh, Santa came. Yeah.
And like comparing it with gifts with each
Yeah.
other. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's why it was always fun on like Christmas Day when we'd see each other and be like, what'd you guys get?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a way, but I'm going to say it anyway. I love the back-to-back. Like no other holiday has back-to-backs like Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. You got to do something on Christmas Eve, and then you get to run it all over again on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
You don't get 2 Thanksgivings, so I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can
And
an
also-
honorable mention be like New Year's Eve? 'Cause I love that too. Like that's like a part of my, like, I love having Christmas, and then like New Year's is always like so special, you know.
It is cool. It kind of like extends
Yeah,
Christmas.
'cause it's
You
like,
got this-
typically the whole week is off, you know, and then like you'll have the Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve celebration.
It is nice. What a great time of year.
Yeah. And also the birth of our Lord and Savior. That is a major thing.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Please Lord forgive us.
As we just did a whole
Honestly.
episode on that.
Yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We hope you have a Merry Christmas from the Mustard Seed to you guys. God bless. We appreciate you guys. We are taking a week off. We'll be back in the new year. The first week of the new year, we'll be back. So enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy this time with your family. Enjoy this time with God and in church. And we appreciate you guys. I will be dropping something called Boomerang Squad. It's about Avatar: The Last Airbender. It'll be coming out soon. It might come out before this or after. Who knows? Maybe it's already out. But yeah, check it out, and check out Claire and Josh. And in the new year, we got something coming up with called The Lion's Den. A lot of new things. We want to bring you a lot of new content, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Keep coming, and we'll see you in the new year.
See you next year.
Yeah.
2023.
Peace.